esperar por el momento a que empiece la partida de Evil Geniuses contra Liquid. Ya terminó la primera partida, son 2. Y bueno, mientras vamos a ver Invictus Gaming contra OG. Así que vamos a ver mientras OG versus... No, perdón, PSG contra... PSG contra Invictus Gaming. Vamos a ver y bueno, más rápidamente como llevamos una diferencia de 2000 de valor neto, lo que viene siendo el equipo de PSG dominando por el momento. Pero ahora vemos de este lado las kills. Bueno, Faithless Void no lleva una kill y una muerte, 2 asistencias. Lo tenemos con Somus lleva 3, 4, 2. Nova con 001. Hay 403. El carry al parecer. Y Charlie con 402. Que acaba de hacer papa básicamente. Tenemos a Q con 222. XXS 222 igual. Ese no se conseguía. 040. Boboka con 031 y Aggressive 000. Vamos a ver, empieza la partida, empieza la diversión, empieza con Ami pusheando las líneas de ahora. Mientras tanto le llegan todos, lo encierran el Black Hole. Vamos a ver si puede morir, si puede morir, si puede morir. Pues una kill fácil, pero bueno, yo siento que no valió tanto la pena el desperdicio del Black Hole. Bueno, es lo que yo opino, ellos son los profesionales, yo a ver. Boboka aquí pasando por todo, a ver si pueden encontrar a Lina. Lo dudo un poco porque ya llega, oh, lo silencia a tiempo y ahora llega Aggressive con su excelente necróforo, muere, guadaña de la muerte y no sé si yo se valió la pena volver a matar al Silencer. Le acabo de regalar su salvaje a Necróforo. Entonces bueno, Enigma vemos que me falta un poco para nada, un poco mucho. Aggressive, Necróforo, jugando ya con Daga, jugando con Velo de la Discordia, eso ya está. Tanto Boboka pues no se ha podido ganar nivel 8, no lo han dejado. Tampoco es como que pueda. Bueno, vamos a esperar nosotros a que empiece la partida de Evil Geniuses contra Team Liquid, los equipos más fuertes del internacional, creo yo. Bueno, me parece estos son los equipos más fuertes. Ya aparece el Tiny y se pega rápidamente a mí. Van a volver a hacer partida al Silencer, lo más probable. O y aquí agarran a Lina mal parada, muere rápidamente gracias a la gran TA de aquí muere rápidamente. Enigma nada que hacer, le llegan los prevenidos con Smoke, un blanqueo bueno, matando a Enigma, pues un personaje bueno. Bueno, agresivo ahí vamos, muy agresivo. Entonces se va a hacer lo que viene siendo Shadow Blade para poder huir, no sé qué tanto, pero Recordemos que 6 de sodio le podríamos dar, pero si ocupa de en su segunda, jode a la técnica. A mí me encanta, me quedo muy fuerte. Aún con todos los nerfeos que le han hecho últimamente desde la 7.1, desde que salieron los nuevos héroes, yo creo. Desde que salieron los héroes de Fangoria y Star nerfearon bastante a Necrophos, un héroe que es demasiado fuerte. Y bueno, tenemos a Noah pues, pasando por ahí, lleva 12 necesarios, por lo que no se le pueden pasar los combustibles. En este caso viene siendo la TA, entonces eso es bueno. Boboca, pues aquí vamos pushando mid, Boboca, cae la parte de arriba, la tier 2 de la parte de top, la parte de back de bot de Dire está pusheada hacia los Radiant. Los Radiant pueden perder la línea si en la torre, si es que no van a defender, porque bueno, tenemos ya el misma pusheando con todo el ya Boboca tepea rápidamente a top para defender esa torre, pero bueno, lo que viene siendo la parte de abajo bueno, vemos que los del PSG tienen un Roshan, mientras aquí estamos caídos matando a rompiendo una torre. Ellos ya van por Roshan y al parecer no van a conseguir, a menos de que algo raro suceda, pero la TEA se queda a la base, entonces PSG que tiene rápidamente, aquí rápidamente inician cosas tus se bola de nieve, matan rápidamente a lo que viene siendo, no se murió, va chaval, se muere Winter, se muere Crystal, se compran ambos. La clon espera rápidamente para la TA se salva en el milagro. Puta, una pelea increíblemente mala para el equipo de PSG. Mueren todos, se compran todos. Solo falta uno que pero tiene pues matan a Enigma, matan a TA, matan a Silencer. Esto es una masacre, hija de Sasta. Mucha gente, vemos, mueren 3 por parte del equipo de PSG, pero esos mismos 3 se compran, mueren 4 por parte de Victus Gaming y ninguno se compra, guardan los buyback, lo que es bueno, al parecer, pero bueno, ni tan bueno porque esta torre va a caer sí o sí. No tiene nada con que defender, Enigma está muerto, Tea está muerto, Necrophos está muerto, todo su daño está muerto, entonces no pueden defender este set de barras y pues nos matan aquí, le queman la vida del inmortal, no sé si valió la pena, al parecer sí, pero rápidamente el Winter Came para Boboca, pues rápidamente escapa Winter, muere Winter, persiguen persiguen a uy, se salvó. Sí, te imaginas que si le hubiera alcanzado a tener eso, se salva Lina y se salva Crystal por las narices, ¿no? Ninguno de este equipo gasta buyback, vamos a ver de buyback. Vemos, solo pues no lo gastó, bueno, pero ya Tea tiene para buyback, creo que Silencio también. Y bueno, con un double damage Tea puede hacer bastante daño, pero bueno, no creo que busquen pelea en estos momentos. Sí es verdad que ya no hay ventaja de Roshan, pero ya tampoco tienes una barraca de Milik, Rápidamente vamos a ver si encuentran aquí. Los de parte de este hombre. Muy buena. Matan a 2, pierden a 0, matan a... No, se salva. Matan a 2, pierden a 0, matan a Necrophos y matan a Tea, los más importantes de este equipo, del equipo de Invictus Gaming. Recordemos unos 19-12 por parte de PSG, ganando. Y bueno, aquí va a morir la línea, falla el combo, pero wow, llega rápidamente lo que viene siendo Enigma para matar a Lina, que es una kill buena, una kill interesante, ¿no? Vemos los ítems de la Lina, está armada más o menos. Entonces vamos a ver en nada va a empezar esta partida de Evil Geniuses versus Team Liquid. Bueno, vamos a EG Arrested, un Necrophos pues, bastante OP, como se lo repetí, el más con velo de la discordia aumenta su daño más un 35%, 25%. Bueno, estudiante, ¿qué pendejaste diciendo? Bueno, tenemos aquí, vamos a ver si pueden encontrar de nuevo a Tiny, pero al parecer no, Tiny está posicionado atrás y bueno, no creo que ellos tengan pues intenciones de entrar. Mientras tanto Enigma ya con Daga, vamos a ver si pueden hacer algo, si pueden pues como se diría remontar esta partida. Y recordemos que ya no tienen la barraca de melee. PSG pues con todas las tier 3 arriba, incluso con una tier 1.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Entonces bueno, vamos a esperar. Enigma ya va por BKB en cuestión de 5 o 10 minutos la consigue. Mientras tanto somos tirando el Shine de top y aprovechando su gran velocidad de ataque al usar sus 3 poderes, vamos a ver si podemos. Rápidamente el equipo del PSG pushando la parte de top, todos concentrados en top. Bueno, ya va regresando el Faceless Boy junto con Tiny y Mirana, también Boboka defendiendo. Boboka pues no tiene gran cosa. Pero por minuto te hace cabeza la tabla, ¿no? Tenemos el valor neto también encabezado por TA. Y bueno, vamos aquí a Pai viniendo de la TA, pero nada, muy buena, pero ya le pusieron la daño a un monstruo y termina muriendo. Bueno, desgraciadamente desapareciendo estoy mal pedo, pero bueno, ahora huye porque tiene que huir. Pero bueno, ya no hace nada. Esperemos que nosotros no tiene Radiance. Y bueno, pues ese
Radiant's bottom tower
ese
is under
pues
attack.
Boboca, pues ese si bien no está haciendo gran cosa, que digamos, pero bueno.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Y bueno, pues rápidamente. Y bueno, pues yo creo que sí tiene posibilidades de remontar la partida. Solo falta que quiera remontarla, ¿no? Debería de dejarlo.
Invisibility.
Pues está medio aburridón esta partida, no hay mucha acción. Pero la de Liquid no empieza. No, ya va a empezar. Vamos a ir entrando a la partida de Liquid Evil Issues, que está en fase de selección. Ya que esta de Invictus viene contra el otro. No se puede, ahí está.
Evil geniuses turn to
Don't
bad.
ban. Ok, vamos a ver qué procede con esta partida de Team Liquid versus Evil Genius. Es una partida muy emocionante al parecer. Bueno, vamos ya a los picks. Vemos a White King, River, Earth, Spirit, Ursa por parte de Team Liquid, Iron, Necro, Fox, Crystal Maiden, a Tiny por parte de la Wicked. Hubiera escogido yo a Iron Necropos para tenerlo picado, sin embargo creo que está aumentando.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining. Vamos a esperar, mientras voy por ahorita.
Team Liquid turn your own.
Ya.
10 seconds remaining.
Ya he vuelto con esto para seguir narrando esta impresionante partida. Y vamos a ver mi gran último pick para matar en este hermoso juego que es Dota, en este bellísimo eSports, el eSports más pagado del mundo. Bueno, Invoker para para Miracle, lo más seguro. Ursa para Mind Control, Air Spirit para Kuroki, Matsuma Man, vamos a ir con White King y GH con Weaver. Algo así, ¿no? Algo así yo lo acomodaría. Miracle con Invoker como era de esperarse, Kuroki con Air Spirit, lo más probable. Y vamos a ver. Y Fly con Crystal Maiden. Vamos a ver, saquen perros, no se hagan de robar. Vamos a ver qué sacan estos barcos. GH va a ir Air Spirit y Kuroki con White King. Ahí me armó contra River y me tumba mano. Tenemos a Creed con Ayo, a Sumei con Fear, no espérate, a Sumei con Time, no sé qué me acabo de decir, y a Spock con ya. Vamos a ver cómo empieza este pedazo de partidazo, que wow, me va a sorprender bastante. Esperemos que sea una partida increíble. Recordemos los dos mejores del grupo. Aquí peleando. Vamos a ver Group Stage, Liquid, como vemos, Evelyn si le va ganando a Liquid, lleva 5 ganados, 1 perdido, solo un empatado. Team Liquid lleva 3 ganados y 3 empatados. Con este puede que Liquid haga algo, alguna diferencia, lo dudo un poco, no, queda ahí, todavía queda el Liquid. Bueno, a ver si ya te callan estos, ¿no? Normal. Mira que cargue, son bastantes miles de personas viendo esta partida, entonces pues está en cara. Juego con el valor neto, con el mejor valor neto, bueno, con el Miracle, que es lo más probable. A ver si dejan de pendejar. Equipos con más opciones asignados en Liquid. Yo lo voy a todo Podemos jugar un partido 50 turnos. Entonces, aquí sí, no sé, yo creo que lo vaya a Sumei o a Miracle. Eso es pero bueno, eso bueno, número personal de víctimas de emboscadas con humo al final de la partida, unas 5 a 8 es lo más probable. Esto sí, 29.000 personas en esta partida. Empezamos rápidamente con un jarroteo por parte de Liquid a lo que viene siendo una de parte de top. GH ganando runa. No, yo no entiendo esto. Vamos a ganar estos 25. Liquid Miracle, crea Liquid Miracle con Sumei. Sumei rápidamente con su tercera habilidad en arbolito. Yo creo que en ese aspecto me equivoqué y que va a ganar Sumei. El arbolito le ayuda a respirar. Se hace una buena combinación, mira, con la pica, su burla. Y yo también tengo un equipo. Mira, Colo lleva en un stick, ya lleva uno, entonces ya me está decepcionando, ya estoy perdiendo. Así que bueno, esperamos que lo ganen. Bueno, aquí en la parte de arriba Matsuma Man, Liquid GH como el runner, a ver si pueden hacer una combinación para matar a Sumei, que lo veo, bueno, un poquito complicado, ¿no? Time hace daño, o no puede alguien, hace bastante daño. Bueno, que ya Miracle recuperamos un poquillo, entrando rápidamente falla el Rolling Ball. hacer. Bueno, como te decía, ya con mi botella, aquí vamos a tener la primera kill sobre Airo por parte de Kuroki. Matan a... no, perdón, sobre Artifi, sobre Crawford. Quería decir sin poder hacer, o yo no, segunda, pero no creo que pueda hacer bastante. Pero mientras tanto, Makuma Man con el mejor valor neto del momento. Y bueno, últimas voces vemos que pues Tiny va a ser el mejor. Ahí me equivoqué en esa predicción, no sé por qué. Los primeros 50 Galactic van a ser para Kumail y Chimban madre. Y bueno, básicamente aquí Mind Control tratando de ganar tiene Full Quick, que rápidamente ataca otra vez a Artifi, pero se va contra Creep porque se puso su segunda habilidad y pues ya no puede. No lo quiere jarachear y se va rápidamente contra Creep y muere Creep. Intenta pero no puede funcionar. Kuroki pues aquí jaracheando y stun nomás. No está siendo el mejor valor neto. En caso de Miracle es que lo jarrasea de un poquito de distancia, pero sin un video. Bueno, pues tu plazo de tiempo, conforme sube tu ulti, primero va perdiendo y rápidamente Mind Control escapa con el switch. Algo fácil, matan a Crystal Maker y ahí el Sport puede escapar, pero bueno, ya tenemos el Sunset perfecto para Miracle. Matando a Sport, Mind Control tepeando rápidamente a Daphne, no voy a hacer que llegue alguna sorpresita. Y bueno, Miracle con su primer kill con Sunstrike, con Sunstrike perfecto. Lo justo para poder matarlo y agarrarme realmente van a carracear bastante a su mail, no creo que llegue a morir, igual pero no, es un mail. Ya llegó a morir, mira, consiguió la segunda kill de la partida para él, 5-0, estoy ganando en la fase de niñas, que es una torpedada, tiene unas rotaciones, pero bueno, sigue ganando. No sé qué rápidamente Tiny tepea y se va a cerciorar si no sigue regresando y se da cuenta que está GH ahí. Y bueno, puede que GH termine muriendo perfectamente realizada. El mejor balón de entrenamiento es Miracle y ahí voy ganando, pero bueno, todavía falta. Y va ganando también. Tenemos acá los primeros 50 Galactic de la partida, rápidamente van contra Creep, Creep se salva con su Pepe, van rápidamente jarracheando, por su usa lo que debe hacer, ¿no? Sin embargo, es una y escapa rápidamente. Makuma Man pues perdiendo vida, esperemos lo tiren ahí, y rápidamente el Sunstrike perfecto para Miracle que está en racha. Bueno, parece que Miracle vamos con Toño. Queremos conseguir unas cuantas predicciones acertadas y nada, ¿no? Mind Control, vamos a ver. Es una Weaver con tu Switch y se puede salvar bastante. Aquí rápidamente volviendo a tu mail, falla el Sunstrike, pero llega rápidamente Creep para ayudar a su mail. Ahí veremos rápidamente. Que ya tiene 31 Laskis, va igual que lo que viene siendo Tiny, pero Tiny está perdiendo un poquito de experiencia, pues está fuera de la línea. Y bueno, Rising rotando desde la parte de abajo, una piedra perfecta que la patea, pero Kuroki se quedó estudiado de aquí. Gracias, Arturo. Pues como te digo, ahí con listo y controlar la situación. Necesitan corretear un poquito más a su mail para que no les cause ningún tipo de problema. Y pues mira, colgándose de él. Eso es lo que yo me digo, ¿no? Pero bueno, por lo que también de jugadores profesionales, eso está claro. Pues van atacando rápidamente, bueno, no atacando, sino queriendo jarrasear a Artici, pero es un necropo, se pone a su segunda y ya no le puede quitar. Pero sin embargo, con su daño mágico que tiene con rojo, llega rápidamente Fear ayuda a Kuroki que está ahí un poquito, bueno, se tepea, es para ayudarlo. Liquid Miracle se hace invisible para escapar rápidamente, pero Kuroki pues al parecer va a tener aquí llega rápidamente, a ver, se lo llevan los creeps, pelean, renegándose con los creeps. Bueno, ya tenemos a Miracle, que pues va a cumplir con los primeros que no pasa nada normal. Si Makumaman no hace sus pendejadas, es porque puede terminar muriendo, pero eso no. Bueno, sí, porque Mind Control ya tiene ulti, y bueno, pero no es suficiente el daño que tiene. Miracle lo intentó, y primero Sport no se dio. No dio la mano tan fea. Miracle, pues, vamos a ver. Entonces, carry, pero colocaron 4 Black Kits, 3 Black Kits. ¡Uy, no! ¡Necrofos! No, ya fue, Necrofos la va a conseguir. No, Miracle, por favor, ahí lanza un meteorito, Miracle. Ah, no, porque Necrofos se vino. Necrofos vino a impedir que Makumaman se lleve Roshan, pero sin embargo, Miracle Makumaman consigue por las que ya está la Mirana cerca también, me lleva el ano, dos plastics, Miracle, por Dios. Ay, joder. Dos plastics, Miracle, ya los consiguió el otro, no. Miracle, por Dios. Ah, bueno, se lleva un strike increíble. Ya fue. Me cago en ese pendejo. Ya se llevó una double kill. Vamos a ver por la triple kill. Fácil va a ser. Salva de esta botellita. Se pone a bailar. Pero no consigue se toca la chica por la ahí está, entonces, obviamente pues Artici pues la suya rápidamente aquí un tornillito para que no tenga tanto impacto considerada, sin embargo Miracle desarma por un breve segundo y ahí yo regreso. Bueno, pues me toma la nota. Pues es un intento de recién fallido, no sé cómo son. Es difícil, un lugar ahí. Bueno, no hizo mucho. Aquí me encuentro pareciendo Sport, lo más posible. Sport mata a la arañuela esa que le pega, esa garrapata que le chupa la sangre y lo mata lentamente. Bueno, pues aquí tiene desventaja, falla la piedra, fallan todo. Increíble. Cierto que videos son los más difíciles de manejar. Bueno, no estoy equivocado. Bueno, pues mira, por aquí tienen tornado. Bueno. Este es un jugadorazo que vamos. Es uno de los mejores, cabrón. Y bueno, Tyr, ya también. Primero aquí estamos buscando, no se pueden crear una aquí, porque no se ven la mapa. Entonces 6-0 por parte de Invoke. Bueno, en la fase de línea, ¿qué quieres que comience? Está muy aburrido. Vamos a poner un poquito a los narradores.
Но здесь Проки отдает вот так вот дешево свою ультимативу. Вырывается, кстати, GH, может быть и не дешево. GH забирают, а Проки отступает. Все-таки достаточно дешево. Не получилось абсолютно никак реализовать.
Умирает.
И причем
Умирает Санстрактор С? Мимо. Санстрактор С мимо, но тут просто продолжается у нас драка. ЕГЭ щемят Урсу.
完了，这个 Proki 还是要死，回头赶紧给一锤，完了。
这个就是1G 的一波抓节奏了呀！这里第一是
getting a lot of gold.
This is the strength of the Necro. You just play so aggressively, especially with the Wisp behind him. You can't take him down. I love the choice to go 4-stat into Veil. You have optimum stats. He's about to hit his level 10 talent for 40 damage, and he hits hard. And you can't really deal with this Necro on the side of Liquid. You're the Invoker's the real counter to him, but you don't. Invoker's not a hero that's going to thrive at this stage of the game. You play for like level 25 on this hero.
Yeah. They do have, at least you do have the G. You got silence and stun, but if Arteezy good positioning with crit.
Look at the warding as
Yeah,
well.
they're sitting on top of a ward on the two supports. They're debating smoking. It looked like they had it in their inventories.
They see another
They see
TP.
this entire thing. Are they just gonna smoke me? Oh,
They're gonna go in for the kill. It's gonna be an easy one on Croaky, and Fly from the high ground gets a decent amount of damage and slow before he gets stunned by GH.
DD on Tiny, and that's just these fortunate runes for Sumail are enabling these plays. The last smoke they smoked because they had that haste rune, and that's just opportunistic decision making that you have to be able to capitalize on those type of advantages.
This game feels 4v4, right? Mind Control and S4 are both just sitting bottom farming. Like, isn't one of these guys just gonna come out and all of a sudden, wow, he's far.
This little plays, like S4 scans, knows that there's enemies at the rune. I guarantee he's going to just cut this wave real quick and then get out of dodge, or maybe just Titan Trees, we'll see. But he continues to play the off lane, as you said, and the 4 wards, just a line of control, so that EG can continue to play in this top Radiant Shrine area.
That's 5 wards.
Yeah, it also defends Roche. Yeah, they're 5 wards.
Holy smokes. That's a lot of vision. And S4, as you said, just plays bottom.
Yeah,
so he's the ward bottom.
Yeah,
That's 6 wards.
You have to play this area as dire. One of the big advantages of Radiant is that you have a much easier path to Roche, and they have Ursa Wraith King. You need to maintain control in this space, because an early Roche just removes your ability to take fights for a little while.
BSJ, I know you saw him throw that tree and miss the CS with his tree.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know,
That is close to his blink. He actually needed that, right? He's
Yeah.
only 200 off that blink. You got it. I know it's the little things, but little things add up to big things.
it's true. Yeah, that last time I checked my addition, but what I see here from the offlaners and is what we saw last series, where the offlaners are enabling the rest of their team to play the way they are because they're basically counter-pressuring each other. Like, if one offlaner is doing this and the
That
other
ward again.
wasn't, then you'd have a tough time making maneuvers around the map.
Arteezy, he's a little bit out of position. He has the 4-step, though. Gonna go in Viz, and now they're gonna try to turn it in. I think Liquid knows something's up.
Look how hard
It's a Veil. Oh, does it isn't quite enough damage though. And the Ursa turns his butt. He has no ability to follow up on this if he gets the Ghost Shroud off, and there's no read for
Get that
Tiny.
haste, another advantage is room for Smell.
Yeah, but they don't want to dive into base. Probably a smart decision, diving the base at 16 minutes in.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, Liquid played this properly, waiting till they could amass their entire team before going up into this top shrine area, but Arteezy already took that top tier 2 to 300 health, so now it's just finished. And they loop back to the mid tower, they all of a sudden have total control in this area, and EG jumps out to a 2K lead.
And we're seeing the acceleration slash enabling items on Arteezy going into the Radiance next.
Ooh, Fly, well, he's used to dynamics, but look at Matoma Man jumps behind him almost immediately.
No
F4,
ulti on
and he's
Ursa.
going to try to run away. He does not have any leaps. He might just be dead here. He's trying to scare him. Will Miracle get it? No, Matoma Man will finish him, and that was such a nice play.
That Roche, it is. Look at that. Immediately, no hesitation.
If
No buybacks.
They don't know he doesn't have buybacks, though, right? Are you? They're not scared, apparently, which they shouldn't be. Well,
Alacrity.
and he's getting bashed. If you get bashed 2 or 3 more times,
Nice, the bug takes the aggro, that's huge. Has overpower in 7 seconds, that's when it'll die. So they have, that's how long EG has to get to this road pit.
Sumail.
Mel, silence.
Nice silence. It's only on crit Sumail. Is he actually to go into this? Seems like such a crazy play. Fly on the backside, doing a ton of damage, but Matoma Man already picks it up. We're going to see the Cyclone come out. Sumail is just going to die right here. He is in no man's land. Fly, he's just dying as well. And it looks like this 4v5 commitment might be a 4 for 0 for Liquid as Crit takes a ton of damage as well. He will get healed up, saving him maybe one more hit. Mind control on the backside, no HP, but it doesn't matter. Here come the bugs. Will they put themselves on there? They sure will. Sunstrike, that's a kill and a 4 for 0 plus Roshan. Did he even lose the Aegis? He did not.
Man, we talk about how one of the easy ways to lose games is to go try and defend a tower when the enemy team is already set up. Let's just call it objectives, because that Roche is already dead. It's Wraith King Ursa.
S4,
EG.
did S4 just get himself killed here? He did. He double leaped to take off Kroki's ulti and then just tried. Now it was a 5 for 0.
Yeah, and that's just good play from Liquid. They waited. They had so much patience. They let their tier 2 top go. It was good play from EG, but Liquid didn't make the mistake of walking into the area EG had total control of. They take an advantage of this fight afterwards, get the Roche, and EG makes the mistake of thinking they can contest, but man, they're too strong.
Yeah.
The team fight of Liquid.
Yeah, which is what they've drafted quite a bit, right? Last game and this game, they always have the better team. Like Fly had a decent ulti in the back, but when you just have a decent ulti, it's Crystal Main and a Roche. Like, not the best Fly. Oh my lord. Almost just kills him. Full to 0. They're going to try to push a tier 1 right now, and they'll get it.
We don't have time for the replay just because of how fast this game is moving, but
Basher on
the
Ursa.
silence on the Wisp and the Urn on the Tiny prevented them from getting into the pit before the Roche died. And just GH Earth Spirit, man. No one else plays this hero, yet somehow he manages to make it viable.
And look at his mind control. He's moved from bottom to top lane. He's just taking a tier 2 by himself right now.
Dyer's top tower.
And doesn't look like anyone wants to stop him. There's going to be a fight. Kroki is going to fight. Is he going to be able to get Ghost Rider? He gets the bash, but it won't be enough because he does get Ghost Rider. He's going to heal up a little. Oh, but if he stands there, he's going to die, and he sure does. He goes down. Kroki does die to Arteezy, but now are they going to get crit as well? They sure will. Matoma Man picks it up, and now they're looking for Sumail. Matoma Man bash after bash. Miracle wants this kill. Will get it. He's godlike, and now it is looking a lot worse for EG and a lot better for Liquid.
BSJ, you're just sitting there watching with like these crazy expressions on your face. What's going on?
Dude, it's
Just high level dope.
this is the reason why I love Dota. These games are the embodiment of what makes Dota such a beautiful game. Just watching the plays, like the decision making, everything's around objectives. It's so beautiful. The bounty runes, the Roche, everything's so quick. There's no hesitations. Even just the skills on Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit's one of the most fun. It's the funnest heroes to watch. You watch Crit the other day completely take over a game on the 4 position Earth Spirit, solo killing the cores, and you see in this game GH, it feels like this hero in the right hands is quite underrated right now.
Oh, and S4, he's just caught no man's
Top lane.
He was pretty far, but yeah, they're going to go in. They're just going to dive the base. Fly thought he was safe. He's like, I'm in my base. I'm going to do that now. It's only a 4K lead, but it feels so much more the map control by Liquid.
When you get to this part of the game, you have these 3 cores that can just play so aggressively around the map, and both supports, it's a 1+1. Any core, any support on a hero, that's a kill.
This is where Ursa thrives.
I love the Basher pickup too.
Well, you usually see a Basher, but not this early. You'll sometimes see a BKB maybe first, but he first hit Bash Arteezy, and then he first hit Bash Crit as well, now IO, and well, what are you going to do?
You don't want to toss him into your base. The rest of his team could be behind him. You have an Aegis. Well, they're going to. He's just going to run away. Now Sumail's in a lot of trouble. Reaper Scythe will pick off the Aegis. Can Sumail get out of here? I think EG considers this a win. If he does, Sunstrike, I believe. Lucky enough, Overcharge helping out a little bit. Now Matama Man's in a little bit of trouble. They're just attacking from the high ground. Starstorm will go out. They haven't killed him quite yet. GH with the save.
The toss, he's like,
oh, they get it though. Sumail picks him off with the toss, but now look at this. Arkeezy in no man's land as well as Kuroki going down. He still had his ulti. See you later, Arkeezy. Shrine's gonna get popped, so they're all gonna get farmed up. Here comes Miracle. 3-man deafening blast, stun toss combo. Miracle a little bit of trouble. They have detection now. S4 gets the kill. That's a lot of gold. Ulti from Fly, and GH goes down. You just fought into a Shrine with an IO on the other team.
And if it weren't for that Shrine, though, that would have been absolutely insane. GH and Miracle hit 4 heroes with like 8 spells, but as you said, Wisp plus Shrine, that is a very difficult engagement. Hopefully we can replay that.
Look at I'm just looking at damage done on the recap. 20,000 damage by 22 minutes into.
It's so insanely smooth though. Like GH kicks Matamba Man away. It's the only reason he has even a prayer of living. He dies to the toss from Sumail, max range, 0.2 seconds away from getting the blink out.
Sumail and mind control out there. You can burst him down. But look who else here. It's going to be Flying Crit. It won't matter. Matoma Man already killed
this
Sumail.
is the support.
And they're in a lot of trouble too, yeah. Will anyone get out of here? Arkeezy's here now. He's going to throw it out. Look at it's going to be GH out of nowhere. Every hero's just showing up. Look at even S4's here now, but he jumps into the bug. Can't get mind control. He does because the Maelstrom pops. But look at this Arkeezy. He's going to go down. The Sunstrike instantly blows him up. And now S4 is going to die to Matamba Man. And the low cooldowns of Liquid come through again.
Unbelievable. 32-17 in just 23 minutes. And man, BSJ, you're so quiet, it's hilarious because no one can see you, but he's just like straight up staring at this game. He cannot look away. Yeah, here comes the team fight outside of the mid. Look at the kick away, and he's so close to living. You can see his HP, the toss, just before the stun, and then they follow EG continuing to chase. They know there's an active Shrine here. Kuroki will give his life for the team, and Miracle GH, we see this do them all the time. They're 2 on 4. They do not give a damn. They go straight in, but in the time 2 minutes after this fight, you see EG get team wiped. It's still just a 3K lead for Liquid. Anyone can take this.
Should they? Miracle probably shouldn't have blinked uphill when the Shrine was active, though, right?
Probably not. Probably not.
He was going crazy. He's like, I've got Ursa, I've got me, let's go.
He's won a TI already. It's group stage. It's style points.
Do you realize how much fun we're having? Imagine how much fun they're having. You gotta factor in the momentum. The momentum part of the game where he blinks uphill because he sees a 4-man deafening blast, and this game has been so exciting. I think they love playing Dota when you see these type of games. You know these teams, like, very rarely do they get the opportunity to play these games just as rare as we get to watch them. And Miracle getting to play a signature Invoker is such a pleasure to watch, and I feel that all these fights, it's just play after play after play. Smoke to top on Liquid, gets the haste rune on Ursa, has
find them all.
The overpower and blink in 3 seconds. Can they catch him? Get Sumail. He has the ulti if he wants to bubble the damage, which he does, and Sumail goes down full to 0. That's why I love Ursa against these melee core strength heroes that rely on their innate tankiness, because that raw health doesn't matter when his extra attacks just do more damage.
Yep, and this is why Tiny, one of the most picked heroes at this event, but one of the lowest win rates. I feel like it's partly due that even though Sumail did do excellently in the mid lane, he's now 6th in net worth, and unfortunately I just don't see a way for him to come back into the game. You get the Blink Echo, you can get the Shadow Blade, but at this point his damage output does not increase.
GH and Miracle, they see sums up. Dust is going to get popped. It's on the Necro. Cret didn't get dusted. Will it be enough? He kicks over. Matumba kills Fly in the middle lane, but look at this. What a play by Miracle as well as GH. And Kuroki, he'll come and steal some of the shine, but another perfect play for Miracle and GH. Those two, quite the duo.
Yeah, in the meantime, Matamba Man
owns Fly.
Yep.
And gets level 18, the level 3 ulti. Just more damage, right, BSJ?
Yeah. The thing about what I was mentioning in the draft is certain supports, you can't actually kill them even when you have Blink Basher. And even though the supports can defend themselves earlier on in the game, when you look at this Blink Basher timing on Ursa, and that's why he rushes it, he just kills anyone he wants on the map. Like, with a +1 he can kill a core, by himself he can kill a support.
Yep, and there you see it. fight.
I look how much damage that is with just a basher, and that's why that extra overpower hit that was given to him in the last patch, it's not just one extra hit. That hit is extra Fury Swipe damage. It's 210 damage.
Do you know how hard it is to roll in and land a kick in like that frame? I played Earth Spear before. I don't know if you have BSJ.
I wouldn't want to watch.
I didn't do it again.
Yeah. But could Z-Freak do that?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty
After
good.
some practice, GH seems to have that just on autopilot.
We saw Crit doing it the other day, too. These are two of the best Earth Sphere players in the world in the same game, and we have the pleasure of watching one of them have the chance to play it, and they just go right back into the Roche pit, dies almost immediately. The minus armor, as well. More importantly, this bug tanks the Roche, so he doesn't have the chance of getting bashed. And the Ursa is just so enabled by having this Aegis. Whether it's Cheese or it's Aegis, the Cheese is a little... He's got to be careful, because the Cheese is nice, but against... Yes, but against the Necrophos, it's a little scary, because if you're at half health, you need to pop it preemptively, and I expect nothing less than for him to do that.
If he commits, it's going to be BKB. Like, you can't afford to jump into a fight with no BKB in this sort of game. There's 5 heroes that have nasty spells. You got to give Aegis to Miracle.
They know sun's uphill. They're going to jump in. Mattelman takes a lot of damage, but has the Cheese, and he will just get Spirit Vessel, try to heal on up, and the only one not here, Mind Control.
Come stand next to him, Kroki. You got this. Just heal back up.
Mind Control's done such a good job of just playing in off lanes, safe lanes.
The Linken's is so cool. I guarantee Mind Control's going to be waiting and watching for that Reaper Scythe you just brought up. He's going to drop that Linken's as it's in cast range at least once this game. Now saves him.
It's a 9k. It was about 3k about 5 minutes ago, but Liquid has just taken over the game. They got Roche, and look at it. There you see the mountain growing. There's a BKB on Mirage now. Can pump out some damage, but it feels like she's just one whole item behind right now.
It's just it's a rough game for EG. As soon as they took those mid-game team fights and lost the Roshans, like, it's really that fight at Roche. It's most of the time in this meta, you're going to be losing games at Roche or at Towers.
Whoa.
That's the beauty of Ursa. You don't have to commit very hard.
Oh, here we go. Miracle
to happen.
3 of them. We're going to see Sumail going on the back line. Ford gets his BKB up, but it's not going to matter. Miracle is just styling on him right now. That's going to be 3 quick kills. Arteezy's going to fight back. Looks like S4 wants to get GH, but you're not even going to get him. It's just a massacre by the Dire Shrine.
And just like the dinosaurs, a big-ass meteor renders all of Evil Geniuses extinct. Arteezy buys back, tips to Miracle. At this point, I don't know if you can come back from this one.
We were talking about how SEC, we just got a clinic today. SEC and Miracle just played 2 of the best Invokers we've seen in a long time.
And Quaswex on one of them and Exort on the other.
We got the sampler here.
And this is why Ursa and Invoker synergize so well. Ursa initiates the fight, doesn't even have to deal the damage, just has to force them to react to his initial movement. And Invoker's not an initiator. He's a follow-up and, like, punish the poor positioning of EG, and that's only going to happen if EG's forced to react to something in the first place. And you saw, Mattelman did no damage there, but his play allowed for Invoker to be set up to do everything that he just did, and it's so beautiful to watch.
They're going to find one. Will they, though? Mind Control has ulti, goes back, gets all his life back. It's going to be GH on the backside, hits a nice one. Miracle as well with the combos. They get the Reaper side that doesn't do anything. Sumail is dead, no buyback. Arteezy with the dieback. S4 just going to run away, and now Liquid, they're going to get the game because it'll be GG called by EG, and Liquid is looking crispy as all can be right now. My goodness.
Man, of all the teams, you know, people give a lot of praise to Wings, but I feel like Wings was a great Dota team, don't get me wrong, but they have the benefit, much like Tupac and Biggie.
Yes.
They disbanded before we could see them at any other tournament post-TI. Liquid was the best team in the world, bar none, at TI7. This entire year, they have worked hard, they have trained, and they have loved to play Dota, and this is like vintage Liquid right here.
Alternation of it all.
Miracle's certainly like the MVP of this game, right? He's playing Invoker, he's going to get the shine, as you said, but is there a single player on their team you could replace?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. BSJ, you love that Ursa. The Ursa looks so good this game, but just as Al said, in team-wise, I don't know, how do you stop a team when they're playing this good?
There's not much out there that can shut me up. And I think you two know better than anyone out there that this is true. And I'm just sitting here, and there's nothing to say when you're just enjoying what you're watching. And I was licking my lips when I saw the Ursa pick, and that's why I like the Invoker, because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to carry this game, meaning like I'm not going to be the one that's the core win condition for our team, But I'm just going to go in, and I got Miracle Invoker behind me. And I'm just imagining and playing in Matumba's shoes, and it's like, those team fights, you have GH, you have Miracle, mind control all game, playing alone, enabling his team to do exactly what they're doing, and this is not the first time that we've seen non-traditional lanes from teams, and I like that throughout the course of TI, we're seeing teams not just do 2-1-2 every game.
Yeah.
And it catches teams off guard. EG is used to this.
Didn't we say this at the start of the tournament? Like, it felt like a lot of the middle of the pack teams were just sort of falling into the pattern of, okay, we have a top lane and a bottom lane.
Yep.
And this is not League of Legends, folks. This is the most complex video game that's ever existed. And you play at a competitive level with the talent. What's that face?
I'm just listening.
Okay, that's not a listening face. Sorry to say. The point I'm trying to make is everyone's really, really good, and this game is very, very hard, and it is so much fun. That wasn't my original thing I was going to say, but
that face got you somehow.
It was Liquid versus EG, and right, EG for like the first 20 minutes looked like they were up to Team Liquid. They were up to par with them, and then all of a sudden, one or two wrong decisions, and that's the thing, right? EG, they're good players and they've been around, but Liquid has been around for the entire season, and sometimes, you know, just knowing your brothers, your teammates a little bit better just makes you that. And Liquid, I mean, it's 45-17. It was a close game for 20, and then Liquid just runs away with it.
And I think it's going to be interesting. I would expect these teams to meet again in the bracket stage of this event. This is not the last of EG, for sure. But to your point, you can see the experience of Liquid in their strategies and in the way they're playing. Like, they look like a team that's been together for a very long time. EG looks like they've figured themselves out. They know how to win games. They know how to enable one another.
Try to elevate.
It's that extra level when you don't get your comfort hero, when you're not in, when your playmaker's not in a position to take over a game. It changes things, and
So
I just can't believe. Liquid might repeat, man. I'm not gonna lie. They were the team I tapped to win this tournament, and watching them play, I would say Storm, Liquid, EG, VP, all look like they can challenge. And of course, you can't count out China in a bracket stage.
Especially LGD and even Newbie, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw earlier, Newbie had that, so that is unfortunately going to be the end of Dota today, right here. It feels bad. I mean, we just saw two extremely high-skilled games of
We
Dota.
don't have to leave. We could just hang out.
Can't they just play a third
There's more
exhibition match?
other tournaments on, so, or other games playing.
No.
So we are unfortunately going to be done for the day. Team Liquid 2-0 against EG. We saw BGJ 1-1 against Newbie. 4 very good games of Dota. We are going to be leaving you, but tomorrow, it's the last day of group stages, so if you're not here, I'm going to be extremely upset, and we will send you away for the night, my friends.
podrían entrar a robar y no te darían